For yourself, so you
What's up, Chad? Thank you for joining me. I miss you guys. YouTube, not so much. You know what I'm saying? You know what I am saying. But I just want to update you guys. I would say the past 2 days, or the past 2 streams. If you didn't know, I finally I created a Rumble account and basically initiated the action. Because I don't know if you recall, but it was not like I don't do the new year resolution or none of that shit, but I just found myself complaining about censorship. Oh my god, YouTube is literally just silencing me, which was kind of true. Which was 100% true. But at some point, you're gonna have to make a decision. You know what I'm saying? I'm big on accountability. So I had to make a decision, and I did. And I decided that the topics that I really want to talk about, which will be the majority of the time. I mean, not majority, but basically, I'm gonna use YouTube for I don't know what I'm gonna do with YouTube yet. I appreciate the platform. That's where I started. I appreciate, the subscribers, the people that trusted me. I cannot even. And I want you guys, come with me everywhere I go. Basically, if you really, if you're on the same boat than I am, if you agree, or if you just see, basically, if you're hungry for independent reporting, if you're hungry for finding out the truth, check me out everywhere I go, including Rumble. I know YouTube probably does not like me saying, hey, check me on Rumble, but that's where they put me at. And I absolutely do not apologize.
You niggas don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me, so you can point your fucking finger and say, it's the bad guy. Who put this thing together? Me. Yeah, that's who. And I don't break up for nobody. You niggas don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me, so you can point your fucking finger and say, it's the bad guy. Who put this thing together? Me. Yeah, that's who. And I don't break up for nobody. No.
I wasn't even saying anything outrageous, anything out of the line, but it's apparent, it's clear. YouTube, for whatever reason, I respect, it's their platform. This is, so you either have to follow their rules, or as I found out, you will be taken off. You know what I'm saying? You'll be blocked. You'll be censored. You'll be shadow banned. You'll be, because they don't want you to be talking or covering these topics on YouTube. They absolutely don't want you to be informed. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm a limit my time on YouTube. But I will always transition. You know what I'm saying? I will always go live. I will do more, you know what I'm saying, live streams on Rumble. More than I would have done on YouTube, because of the fact where YouTube put me. You feel me? So, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for, you know what I'm saying, being patient. I might be, you know what I'm saying, if you don't see new content on YouTube, don't think that like I'm done with YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You can always find me on Rumble. You know what I'm saying? You can always follow me on Twitter, PHP Jacob. Okay? Follow me, because sometimes, you know, if I'm banned on YouTube, there's no way I can communicate with you guys. There's no way. So make sure you guys follow me on PHP Jacob on Twitter, aka X. Okay? With that being said, I have 3 stories that I want to get into. However, I'm afraid I will not be allowed to talk about one of the story. So I will cover the 2 topics that I think I can cover on YouTube. And if you want to hear the third one, this stream will continue on Rumble. So I would appreciate if you join me there. And of course, it's just positively honest. So all places, Positively Honest podcast. Okay? With that being said, as we reported yesterday, well, we didn't know that the defense secretary, Lloyd Austin, we didn't know he had, you know what I'm saying, basically a infection, prostate cancer. We didn't know. All we know, all was reported yesterday, was that it was an elective surgery, and the secretary was nowhere to be seen or found, and he was missing for 7 days, and you know what I'm saying, without actually reporting to the president or to even giving his power to the person next to him. He just MIA out of nowhere, like, what? But obviously a lot of people are freaking out. They're like, oh my god, as if the secretary got all the power in the US military. You guys are just,
Nope.
This is what I'm saying. People hear some stories and they run with it. Like, when was the last time you questioned something? Please question me. So I just wanted to say, they absolutely knew whatever, if there was a, you know what I'm saying, a cancer, basically. They absolutely knew the surgery was coming up ahead of time. I would even argue they knew this way before October 7th. Mark my words, guys. If you know anything about military strategy or planning. You know what I'm saying? They do this shit long ahead of time. So you're not gonna tell me in the military industrial complex they really didn't know what the secretary was really up to. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying that shit. Unlike you guys who just take that shit and run with it. Oh my God, is he gonna is he gonna be fired? As if anything gonna change. You will not find out the truth. You will not know what's happening. They're in control. And that's where the most our taxpayers go. Almost a freaking $1 trillion a year. $1 trillion. Not a million. Not a billion. I'm talking about $850 billion a year. That's how much we give to the military. Think about that. Think about the number I just said. This is not like, I'm not just making this shit up. You can Google it. Do your Googles. Yeah, I could repeat that again. Yeah, and every year it goes up. And I guarantee you, we will pass the 1 trillion. You know what I'm saying? 1 trillion budget that we give to the military industrial complex. Now, up right now, it's about like $850 billion a year. And it's only going up. What do we do with that money? I don't know. Don't get mad at me. I don't make the rules. I just report them. Okay? So, with all of that, you know what I'm saying? I think it's a distraction. And the reason why I think it's a distraction is that the United States has been doing actually a lot of airstrikes. A lot of what they would call, oh, we have been attacked. Our troops who are in Iraq have been attacked. And nobody is gonna be like, well, why are you in Iraq? We're like, oh, so we had to respond. So we bombed the whole village, killed like, they don't even tell you how many. And nobody's gonna ask them. So don't freak out, guys. Do not freak out when you know what I'm saying? You're gonna see these reports where, oh, where's the defense secretary? Oh my God, who's running the government? Suck my dick. Like, ya knew who the fuck is running the government. Why you acting all surprised? You know what I'm saying? This has been all planned. And it's his time for him to go. And you know what I'm saying? So there's a way for him to, you know what I'm saying? They already figured it out. I guarantee you. Here's my prediction. He will resign. Yeah. He will resign because he already took responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Like, he already, I don't know how, even though they said he was in a critical condition. You know what I'm saying? So he will resign and they will just get a younger, another, you know what I'm saying, warmonger who will embrace the military industrial complex ideas and hunger for more blood and more, you know what I'm saying, bombing, basically, okay, and overthrowing and destruction and pain, okay? Pain.
New World Order.
And this current administration is absolutely embarrassment. But that's just, hey, some might disagree with me, and I get it. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. And I want you to hear.
People will understand is that the national security decision-making process does not require, in fact, should not require, cabinet-level officials being the sole people in the room making decisions on any given day. You staff these things from the middle up, and then the cabinet officials, whether it's Secretary Blinken or Secretary Austin, come together as appropriate to make the key decisions, which happened. It happened on the 1st of January. If you'll bear with me, because I think your question really gets to a bigger issue, and I'd like to just, if I could, with Kareem's permission, I just want to walk you through a little bit of timeline here, because I think it's important context. So on the 31st of December, that was a Sunday, Jake Sullivan held a lengthy secure telephone conference with the Central Command Commander, General Kurilla, to discuss a bunch of issues, the situation in the Middle East, and of course there's a lot to that. The next day, on the 1st of January, President Biden convened a secure telephone conference with Mr. Sullivan, with Secretary Austin, with the Joint Chiefs Chairman, General Brown, Secretary Blinken, the DNI, the CIA director, and other members of the team. They covered developments in the Middle East. President Biden directed the NSC, Department of Defense, and the State Department to accelerate work with allies and partners on a joint statement on the Houthi attacks in the Red Sea, which was to be issued, according to the President's direction, no later than Wednesday. You saw we did that. I came to the podium and read that out. From Monday, the 1st of January, through Wednesday, the 3rd, the National Security Advisor, his deputy, Middle East Coordinator Brett McGurk, spoke repeatedly with their counterparts in multiple foreign capitals to secure the support for that joint statement. Senior NSC officials coordinated hour by hour with senior Pentagon officials who were also making phone calls and securing support from foreign partners. The President's final approval on that statement happened shortly thereafter, and as you know, it was issued on the 3rd of January. Also on the 3rd, there was a Principals Committee meeting on Haiti. And neither Secretary Austin nor General Brown attended. They were represented by deputies. That is not uncommon, that at a principals committee meeting, for whatever reason, the principal may not be able to attend.
Okay, thank you for all the detail on that. But more broadly, why should we believe anything that this administration tells us about anything ever again?
I think we all recognize, and I think the Pentagon has been very, very honest with themselves about the challenge to credibility by what has transpired here, and by how
Lots of words. Lots of words, huh? That's where we at. That's the current state of this administration. Okay. I just want to put this on the record. You know what I'm saying? For the future references. Okay? Or future reference. Whatever the fuck it is, okay? But we're going to leave that there, okay? Because it's just like goes on and on and on and on. Oh my God. Like, I mean, we already know. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing that you guys need to just understand, I just want to say, because sometimes a lot of people love to get distracted. They love small nonsense bullshit. And a good example would be the Epstein Island shit and the freaking list. Okay, and the case files that they keep dropping that you think they're a secret. They're not.
Nope.
Okay? This is something that they want you to see. Okay? This is something that they want you to know. These people have been notified. It's not news to them. Like, I just don't understand when people are like, oh my god, have you seen Bill? Have you seen Bill Clinton? Oh my god.
New World Order.
Bruh, we be knowing this shit. Like, they just want you to see. Carefully cherry picking what they want you to see. So don't fall for that bullshit. If you really want to see something, they will release the tapes. They will release the actual documents. You know what I'm saying? They will release video cameras on the property, surveillance. The guy has an island. Who the fuck owns an island? Do you know how big an island is? Bruh.
New World Order.
What's happening there now? With all the cameras on that property, you telling me there ain't none? Anyways, let's get back to another story that I want to cover. Is that while we blame on the defense secretary, how about another secretary that is embarrassing? It's just embarrassing, to be honest. Just disgrace, and it does not align with American values. I'm sorry to say that. This is actually disappointing, and I want you to hear a little bit of what I think is disappointing. Maybe you agree with me, maybe you disagree with me, which is fine.
Taking steps that undercut Palestinians' ability to govern themselves effectively. Extremist settler violence carried out with impunity, settlement expansion, demolitions, evictions, all make it harder, not easier, for Israel to achieve lasting peace and security. We want this war to end as soon as possible. There's been far too much loss of life, far too much suffering.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Demolitions, evictions, all make it harder, not easier, for Israel.
Keep that in mind. We'll circle back.
As soon as possible. There's been far too much loss of life, far too much suffering. But it's vital that Israel achieve its very legitimate objectives of ensuring that October 7th can never happen again.
What? What the fuck?
Toward that goal. At the same time, there's been far too much loss of life, far too much suffering. But it's vital that Israel achieve its very legitimate objectives of ensuring that October 7th can never happen again. We believe they've made considerable progress toward that goal. At the same time, I think it's very important to remember that everyone has choices to make, and that includes Hamas.
Oh my God, bro. Failure of leadership is what's happening from top to bottom in America and around the world in 2024. Failure of leadership. People that are failing to actually step up and actually lead when the nation needs them the most. They let you down. And then we could, like, And then for some reason, these people just continue to find themselves in these powerful positions. And he just get to say bullshit like this.
Objectives of ensuring that October 7th can never happen again. We want this war to end as soon as possible.
Are you fucking kidding me?
There's been far too much loss of life, far too much suffering.
He says, we want this war to end as soon as possible. It has been too much suffering and too much loss. Really, Mr. Secretary? Wasn't this you? Not even just a little over 2 weeks ago? Bypassing Congress to sell more lethal weapons to be used on civilians, which is, by the way, against the Constitution of the United States of America. But of course, this government thinks the Constitution does not apply. Like, I don't understand, bro. But they blame the former president. You already know the obsession. Do you want me to remind you? That's okay. I got the tape. And let me roll the tape.
Donald Trump's campaign is about him. Donald Trump's campaign is obsessed with the past.
January 6th.
The January 6th.
January 6th.
Of January 6th.
January 6th, 2021.
The Capitol insurrection.
I mean, I thought I was going to die.
It's of Russia's determination to interfere in our election.
American people need to know what the Russians are doing in this case.
It's absolutely true that Russia is trying to interfere.
We know it's Russia. We
Tampering
know it's
with
Iran.
election infrastructure?
The Russians likely attempted to...
No. I had to stop because YouTube like what are you doing? I had to stop. And you know what I'm saying? I just like reminding people who have short attention span. It's like, the fuck? You forgot it already? Check the side effects, man. Like, holy. Biden administration bypasses Congress on weapons sale to Israel. And if y'all remember, it was a special. Let me see if I can find. It was like, I couldn't believe it, guys. Let me see if I can actually, real quick, if I can even find this real quick, because just the gaslighting is absolutely cynical. You know what I'm saying? Because we're human beings. Sometimes you can make a mistake, but you gotta admit, you cannot just keep on thinking you just ignore these issues and, for some reason, it will disappear magically. Guess what? It will not. I promise you. As we have learned in history, you cannot. Bombs and airstrikes and killing does not really bring peace. You cannot force people and then expect peace. It does not work that way. There's, what I'm saying, people need to and want to be able to live together as a human beings. You cannot just pretend and just keep on going. Like, no, bro. That's not how shit is. So, I'm looking right now, and I like guarantee you, I'm gonna find it.
You ain't fucking around, boy.
Yeah. Find it, bro.
Here we go. Chopper hold them 50s by the door.
I'm gonna find it. Because it's important, guys. Like, it's important. I cannot believe so many people, you know what I'm saying, they just let it slide. They're like, well, this is not affecting me, so why do I have to worry about it? Like, by the time I get home from work, it's already too late. Like, by the time I'm done, like, smoking this blunt, it's like, it's already too late. It's like, I ain't got no time to, you know, like, worry about foreign policy and what the military and industrial complex do. What is that even? Like, a military industrial, like, what is, like, I don't know, these terms is just so much, and I'd rather just watch my, you know what I'm saying, like, shows that are like Matrix, you know what I'm saying, just check out. It's easier that way, you know. I get it. You can huddle in the corner and, you know, wish for peace and see if you get it. And I wish you get it. But I don't know if that is a human way to live. I absolutely don't think it is. But a lot of people, you know, in the West, we're programmed to fucking accept absolutely misery, accept the worst. And you're like, huh, this is normal? No, it's not. You want to live like that. Like, that doesn't mean other people want to live the misery that you're living. Like, just because the fact that you're allowing that bullshit is actually putting fellow Americans at risk. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be like, whatchamacall, I'm forgetting that word, like, responsible citizen. None of y'all motherfuckers respond like what? Not a lot of people, bro. But I cannot find that shit, and we're gonna move on because I cannot keep on, you know, searching for this shit. But you get the point and where I was going with it. It's just like, it's absolutely every other day or every other month they keep providing like more lethal weapons, and then they got audacity to say, we're trying to provide more aid. Bro, there's famine. They're using starvation as a weapon, but they got the audacity to come on their mainstream media that just, who are in a bubble, to just feed you this fucking, this is about the end of the world. It's about the end of the world.
New World Order.
But that's all I got to say. I appreciate you guys for joining me. If anybody's joining me, to be honest, YouTube does not like these topics. I understand if they restrict. I totally get it. I don't see anyone watching me. I see 000 numbers. I still appreciate it. I appreciate YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But in 5 minutes, I will appreciate you guys even more if you join me on Rumble. You know what I'm saying? I will provide, I don't know, I don't think we are allowed to put links on the description below. They don't want anything associated with Rumble because they think it's taking their audience, which they probably are, but they probably taken, but this is again, they all do this shit. They don't want to focus. The main reason why Rumble is winning, the main reason why people are leaving YouTube and going to Rumble, do you really think people want to do that? Leave like a platform that really has all the audience they need? No. The answer is
nope.
No. But they are forced to do that. And when they do that, YouTube should realize and say, oh, the main reason is what I'm doing is actually un-American, unconstitutional, and I should just follow the Constitution and give these people back their First Amendment and freedom of speech. And that's it. And just control, obviously, regulate, more extreme things. But you cannot absolutely just say misinformation and just shadow ban people for whatever, for no reason. So that's just a little bit of a, instead of them actually addressing the issue, they're like, you know what? We're not allowed for you guys to put Rumble link on the YouTube description. We're just trying to get away from, we're trying to just distance. Okay, motherfuckers, okay. Keep ignoring. It will go away, okay? It will go away. But until next time, guys, I appreciate you guys. I will see you when I see you on YouTube.
No, none of y'all motherfuckers here with no Instagram, nobody living, nobody at, and I don't want to hear shit from none of these Jewish niggas talking about, oh, he's in an episode. Harley Pasnick followed me to the fucking hotel. The nigga killed Aaron Carter. And